Welcome everyone, I'm Jordan Sharp. As we head into the final semi-final game in the NBA playoffs on Sunday afternoon, it's time for me to release my NBA picks of the day for Sunday's game between the Rockets and the Los Angeles Clippers, as we have only one left. It is Game 7, and the Houston Rockets come in as a 2-point home underdog in this one against the Los Angeles Clippers, despite winning the last 2 games in a row. Total of 220 points in this one. Now, very good game. I think should be one of the better games, I think, of the playoffs here. The Clippers were involved in a memorable Game 7 in the first round. I'm hoping that it ends up being that way here in the second round. But as for the spread, I think this number is pretty sharp, but I'm going to lean on the side of the Clippers here. Despite the fact that they've lost the last 2 games in a row, they have the ability in this type of game to play defense and get good shots, and I think that they are probably much more well suited to win this game, even though they are on the road in Houston against a still very dangerous Rockets team. So at -2, I think the value is definitely there for the Clippers. They're 6-1-1 in their last 8 games dating back to the regular season when playing as road favorites. They're also 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 road games against winning home teams. So I think the Clippers are the play here. It's very hard in the NBA to beat the same team 3 times in a row, and I think we're going to see just that in game number 7, as I think the Clippers will once again take control and win Game 7. Now, the total, I think, is a little bit more interesting even than the spread here. Probably a little bit more valuable as well, considering the price is all the way up to 220 points. Now, we've seen this total go over every single game in this series, all first of the 6 games, as we accurately predicted before the series started, would go over the total. But now here we are on a Sunday afternoon at a noon start Central Time with a total of 220 points. Now, everyone's going to be piling in on the over probably, but I am here to say that I think the trend is about to be busted, just like we accurately predicted the Memphis Grizzlies and the Golden State Warriors trends of the under throughout the first 5 games of that series cashing, and then finally the over really cashing well in game number 6. I think the exact same thing is going to happen here, but in reverse. I think the over actually is done, and I think the under probably is the play here at 220 points. And let me tell you why. In every game so far this postseason on the weekend that started before 7 p.m. Eastern Time, the under has cashed at 8-4, and during the regular season, any game on a weekend that started before 6 p.m. Eastern Time or 3 p.m. Pacific, the under was 30-18-3. The trends are telling us that this afternoon contest, even in a Game 7, I think is going to be the under here at 220 points. Likely both teams will bring as much as they can on the defensive end as well. The early afternoon start, I think, is enough to throw them off early, and I think under 220 points is the play here. So add that along with Clippers -2 to your NBA picks of the day for Sunday afternoon. And best of luck to you on both of them, and I'll see you back here later next week for more NBA picks as we start the conference finals. But until then, I'm Jordan Sharp, and this has been another edition of the Sharp Pick.